Aries rising, and of course all of you Aries moon people out there. This is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week starting February 17th, 2020. And just a quick reminder for everybody out there, should you ever wish to get a session with me, you do need to go to my website, integrativemysticism.com, or of course you can always just open up the down bar below and follow the links there. So what is going on when it comes to your astrology over the course of this coming week? Well, on Thursday we've got a gorgeous aspect beginning, and it actually carries kind of into like late Saturday. We've got Jupiter, planet of luck, wealth, expansion, good fortune, abundance, knowledge, in your 10th house of career, forming a gorgeous sextile that's a helpful aspect to Neptune, the planet of dreams, illusions, inspirations, and fantasy in your 12th house of your past, your privacy, and your hidden zone. And a breakthrough as it relates to a way that either you are earning your income, or quite possibly maybe even a shift in your social status, your professional prominence, or what you are actually doing as far as how you are making your mark in the world is expanding. The latitude that you have to work with when it comes to a personal dream goal, a private project, a personal development as it relates to maybe either an artistic or spiritual craft, maybe even something that you would like to eventually evolve into self-generating income, sure. But with Jupiter, we have an expansion coming from extra resources, stronger cohorts, more capable teammates, moving into more prominent circles going on. And the opportunity shows up as a conversation, because whenever there's a sextile, it's something that is brought in through a conversation. You have to go and talk about it, accept it with your free will, engage with it. But luckily, between Thursday and Saturday, you'll have enough time to think about it and enough time to get that conversation rolling. On Friday, we actually have Mars, the planet of action, passion, energy, and conviction, sometimes conflict, moving into that 10th house of career. Well, he's recently moved into Capricorn by that point, and forming a very helpful trine to Uranus, which is actually in your 2nd house of earned income and employment, your values and your valuables. Now, Uranus is all about rebellion, revolution, updates, upgrades, shifts, and change, right? Bit chaotic. With Mars involved, we see somebody kind of showing up in your workspace, or in a workspace that you have, or in a revenue space that you have, that is really showing that this is the end of the way we do things in a good way. Now, this could be really shaking things up for the company, or for the account, or the account managers, or the team, or the customer base, or whatever. But this is the week where we kind of see a major trend shift away from the way things have been done, even for a full decade. All right, it's sort of like, now we get it. For those people that it's been, maybe a slow motion transition for, the 20 teens, which is basically the 1980s done over again, is really over. And we have this new influence coming in to your workspace, changing and revolutionizing the way that you are actually making money, but also helping you rebel and tear down restrictions against further growth, as well as maybe fulfillment when it comes to your craft, your work, and how you, again, make your mark on the world. So before we move on to the cards, I do want to remind everybody, or maybe tell you for the first time, come back here within about 24 hours of me posting this video, because I'm actually working on a very special video about oversoul groups, which of course extends into the idea of soul family, family monads, soulmates, and twin flames. This is not going to be a skinny. This is not going to be diluted for mass consumption. I want a lot of people to really understand what is going on with this concept, how there is actually a lot more to know before embarking on any of those kinds of journeys, and I think that it's going to be a lot of fun. So stay tuned for that. You'll see that on my main channel page, or you can always open the down bar below and go to my Deep Talks playlist as well. So what's going on when it comes to your cards? Well, for your spiritual themes, we actually have the Lover's card upright. Now, the Lovers is all about new commitments. It's all about win-wins. It's all about commitments that are mutually fulfilling. We're talking about an equitable exchange going on between all parties involved. And this is a week where we're seeing a lot of you Aries people start to not only build new alliances, connect with new close partnership opportunities, be they platonic, romantic, BFF quality, business quality. A lot of you are going through this alteration of association. But I think that with the Lovers card upright, this can absolutely be a boon. We think about that Mars trine to Uranus, this person coming in and helping to really shatter the shackles of the old or the parameters or structures of the old. This could be seen as somebody who's coming in as a bit of a superhero, or somebody who's a new ally, someone to join the party of adventurers here that's actually quite a high level. And with the Lovers card upright, you are actually asked during this time to pay attention to what's going on with your alliances. Pay attention to what's going on with who you're sharing space, energy, and exchanging resources with. Has it gone beyond maybe charity into almost sort of enabling? If you're not getting back what you're giving out, it's one thing to do that out of the goodness of your heart, but enough is enough after a while when you need to draw boundaries for yourself and it's gone on for far too long, or things are not necessarily paying back or developing or growing. What if you're in a place where you need to detach so you can actually make stronger connections to things that are more applicable and complementary to the journey that you're on right now? That's what the Lovers is all about. It's about adjusting for the best commitments for all concerned. When we get to the influx, what's coming in and affecting all areas of your life, we've got the Knight of Pentacles upright. And again, there's this very strong focus on let's make everything not only more productive, but let's actually increase the yield of what that productivity is actually giving back to everyone who is doing the work. With the Knight of Pentacles, this could absolutely indicate not only an improvement when it comes to what we're churning out, what the product of our labors, our emotions, our actions, our works and deeds are doing, but also with the Knight of Pentacles, we are establishing the new. We are rewriting the story that we're already a part of. We are editing a script, or actually we're throwing the script out, to be perfectly honest. No more scripts, everyone. We are actually, with the Knight of Pentacles, just seeing a better way than what we have been given. We are seeing a better way than what we thought we were supposed to do to climb whatever stairs or ladders we have. The Knight of Pentacles could very easily show up as maybe that Mars energy in your 10th house, or perhaps even somebody coming closer into your life. But the important thing to understand is that everything is going through a structural improvement, because we also have, with the outflux of the Ten of Cups upright, the end of what we thought was the be-all and all. A ceiling is getting dissolved this week. With the Ten of Cups, it's a happy card, so some people might think, oh no, I don't want that to go away. But when the Ten of Cups is going away, we do wake up and we see we didn't have the be-all, end-all. It is time for updates, upgrades, and progress. There is no point in anyone's life where they should be thinking about, where can I find a spot where I could just do things in my sleep until I die, right? That's not a good thing. There's no progress anymore, and things that stagnate invite destructive energies and destructive forces. So with the Ten of Cups, we're not going to have to go that far. We're going to get a chance to actually get ahead of that trend. And with the Ten of Cups going away, we are actually seeing a new beginning to something even better than the happy ending we had before. When it comes to the bottom row, when it comes to your mundane concerns, well, for material wealth, we've got the Ace of Cups in reverse. And the Ace of Cups in reverse is indicating that there is something going on as it relates to finances and your professional life that needs you or needs another person to start speaking up. Because with the Ace of Cups reversed, something that could be improved is trying to fly under the radar, or is flying under the radar, even with nobody trying to make it do so. In a lot of cases, with the Ace of Cups reversed, this could be people being afraid to speak up, being afraid to correct something. Maybe something is happening here where we do need to be giving more input or backing people up that are showing up to give input that is ultimately harmonious and advantageous to us. With the Ace of Cups reversed, this could easily be turned right side up and refilled. But what often happens with the Ace of Cups reversed is that there may be an overprotectiveness going on, or people may be getting a little bit too scared of doing too many new things, or they're afraid of making dissonance, they're afraid of being a dissenting voice. And with the Ace of Cups reversed, we really do need to either be that or support that if we see that coming from another person. Now, I'm not talking about trolling and dissenting and just being a contrarian because, you don't want to get therapy. I'm saying that with the Ace of Cups reversed, it's really a little bit more about making sure that people understand that things could get better or could be done better, even if they don't know how or don't know if they can do what it takes. When it comes to the external, when it comes to friends, relatives, other people in your life, we actually have the Nine of Wands upright. And a lot of people in our social life are going to be standing back a little bit, and you're going to be kind of wondering why. Spiritually, there is a big filtration going on this week, and there are a lot of groups and a lot of populations of a certain vibration kind of being moved towards each other and away from others. And you're going to be noticing that this week with the Nine of Wands. As things start to shift around you, you may be finding that you're not spending as much time with certain people, and you're not necessarily missing them. You might actually be observing it, but I'm thinking with the Nine of Wands, this could absolutely be because we are starting to see how productive, how happy, or how fulfilled we can be when we are permitted to allocate that energy, time, and those resources to something else. It does not mean any judgment against your friend or against your relative or whatever is going on there, and we're not doing this in a selfish way, but when you start to actually dedicate yourself to the best outcome of all, or the best outcome for all concerned, you do start to notice your social life going through a bit of a shift and a bit of an alteration. Sometimes this means the slackers stand back. Sometimes this means the people who want to do more but weren't doing it before step forward as a bit of a test. Sometimes new people come in that are more effective and more committed and more honestly in your vibe than others were in the past. Let this shuffle happen, and don't take anything personally that comes up during this week in your social life. When it comes to relationships, when it comes to love, romance, and all of that good stuff, we've got the Four of Cups upright. And it feels like a partner, or maybe an intended, a new person, is going to be offering you an opportunity to try a different type of relationship than you're used to. And with the Four of Cups, this may actually be something to entertain, something to think about, something that breaks the mold, something that gets away from either playing it too safe or maybe just playing something on repeat. Now, the Four of Cups, however, always comes in a humble package. This is something that's not coming and making a big, bold, assertive argument. It's not trying to come and make a spectacle of itself by grabbing your attention with neon lights and fireworks and screaming and shouting and and reality TV drama. So we've got to make sure that we are okay to really go deep with this, because the Four of Cups is indicating that there is a blessing in disguise, a blessing in a humble package coming your way from either somebody new or an existing partner that will help you sort of shift or reorient the future that you're on when it comes to your relationships. A small addition starts an avalanche of good fortune, but we have to make sure that we are willing and able to see past what is not glittering could still be gold here, or at least it could be in a humble pouch or a humble box. And this is something that a lot of you Aries people get to test yourselves with. So that is your horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hey, you all know I appreciate it. And should you ever wish to get a session, go on ahead to my website. It's called integrativemysticism.com.